Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be doing 5 realistic shooting guards the Miami Heat should go after. It could be in free agency / trade. Yesterday's video, we did point guard. So, if you guys missed that, definitely go check that out. We are going to be starting a series. We're going to be continuing small forward tomorrow, power forward, and then center. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you guys enjoyed Miami Heat content, continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing. And let's get back into today's video. So, as you see on the screen, this is the Miami Heat salary, well, team payroll, I will say. And when you look at it, our shooting guard position isn't the best. Obviously, we have Tyler Hero, but outside of that, Duncan Robinson's most likely going to get moved. I heard a report about that. Alec Burks is a free agent, and that's about it. So, this is not going to be any like particularly order, but number one, who I do have on the list, who I think will be an amazing option for this team, would be Bruce Brown. Now, Bruce Brown's 28 years old. He's 6'4", wingspan of 6'9". He could play 1 through 4. He was a very important piece for the Denver Nuggets when they won the championship. And ever since then, kind of has been bouncing around. Went to the Raptors. Then the Pacers paid him a lot of money. And then, obviously, back to the Raptors again. And now the Pelicans, where he got traded, where he averaged about 8 points a game, 41% from the field, 36% from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. I don't know what's going to happen with Bruce Brown, to be honest with you. But I still think he's the same player like he was in 22-23, where he played 80 out of 82 games, came off the bench for that Nuggets team, played against the Miami Heat, had some big moments, shot 36% from the three-point line, close to 50%, 4 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 1 steal. I think we could definitely still get this Bruce Brown. And when I say I don't know what's going to happen with Bruce Brown, I don't know what's the Pelicans' direction, right? Do they plan to keep Bruce Brown? We'll see what happens. But this is Bruce Brown's contract. So as you see right here, 24, 25, making about $23 million. So it is a lot of money, I will say. 2 years, 45 mil. And then obviously he'll be an unrestricted free agent in the 25-26 season. So, which actually is now. So I read this wrong. So he is a free agent. So we'll see if, Pelicans plan to bring him back. If not, I think the Miami Heat should definitely bring in a guy like Bruce Brown. Now, number 2, who I do have on this list, who I think was I know was amazing this year for the Pistons, was Malik Beasley. Had a career high in points, averaging 16 points a game. And when I say career high, since like 2020, 21, where he only played 37 and 14 games. So that's a low sample size. But he played all 82 games. Was in the 6th man of the year conversation, shot 42% from the three-point line, 43% from the field, 2.6 rebounds, 1.7 assists, close to a steal a game, right? I mean, this was an amazing year for him. He would have definitely won the most three-pointers made if Anthony Edwards didn't go try hard near the end of the regular season. But even in the postseason, he was pretty solid. As you see against the Knicks, he had 29, 12, 13, 10, and 20. Hit some big shots for this team. Definitely adds more shooting, especially that we are going to be losing out on Duncan Robinson. Well, not losing out on. We're going to be letting him go. So adding another sharpshooter to this team, who I think is better than Duncan Robinson, would definitely be an upgrade. And the crazy thing is he signed a very, very cheap deal, 1 year, $6 million. He says he does want to return to the Detroit Pistons, but if money's thrown at him, I think this will be an excellent option to fill around Tyler and Bam, whatever star moves that we do make. You need shooting in this league, and Malik Beasley does bring that. So Bruce Brown, Malik Beasley would be my number 1 and number 2 options. And then number 3, which we talked about in other videos, but Gary Trent. I think Gary Trent would be an amazing fit, another shooter to this team. He's only 26 years old, 6'5", wingspan of 6'9". He had one of his best games against the Pacers. It's funny, he had one of his best games, but also lost the game for the team by turning the ball over a lot, but did have 8 threes. Was another solid addition for this Milwaukee Bucks team. Played 74 out of 82 games in 25 minutes of action. He averaged about 11 points a game. Shot 42% for the three-point line and 43% from the field. So that's all you're asking for a shooting guard, right? Especially when it comes to not the top tier list of shooting guards, just these, regular role players that can help your team win. I think this is an amazing addition to Gary Trent, Malik Beasley, great options. And then when we look at his contract too, once again, signed a very, very low contract, signed a 1 year, $2 million contract, the minimum deal, and had a very, very good season. So obviously, these players are going to want to get paid a little bit more, like a Beasley, who had a very, very good year, like a Gary Trent that had a very, very good year. But I definitely think we should go after these. Now, this option right here, you guys probably are not going to be the biggest fans. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fans, but I do want to say these are realistic options. So we're not going out there to get the biggest stars. You know what I mean? Um, would be Gary Harris. Gary Harris didn't have the best season. He is a little bit older than all the other guys that I brought up. He is 30 years old, 6'4", but at the end of the day, he did shoot 35.6% from the three-point line. He could round up to 36, and he's a very good shooter. Well, throughout the years, has been a very good shooter. Didn't really get much playing time from the Magic, I will say. 15 minutes a game, only averaged about 3 points. But one thing that I noticed was he was a very good, definitely have some, good moments defending, whoever he's guarding and stuff when he does get the opportunity. I definitely think, this will be one of the options, if we don't land a Beasley or Bruce Brown or Gary Trent. But I wouldn't mind bringing him in. I think he's okay. Yeah, I don't really got too much to say about him. But we could look at his contract. His contract currently, which I'm gonna show on the screen right here. He's making about $7.5 million. So, not bad, I will say, And then lastly, this is, because the shooting guard free agency list isn't the greatest, but I thought he was amazing for us, and I think we should definitely bring him back, and that's Alec Burks. Alec Burks this year is about 7 points a game, 42% from the field, 42% from the three-point line, 2 rebounds, 1.1 assists. Signed a very cheap deal to play with this Miami Heat team. Whenever he got the opportunity to play for us, he had big moments. Was a great three-point corner shooter. Whenever we needed it, he was there. I wish he played a little bit more. He also talked about coming back to the Miami Heat, so I think that would be pretty good. Like I said, he is a little bit older than all these other guys, but that's fine. He performs when we needed him. And when we look at his contract, he signed a very, very cheap deal, which I'm going to bring up on the screen right here. Of course, it doesn't want to pop up, but he signed a very, very cheap deal. We all know that. And I think we can bring him back on the same deal, to be honest with you. Yeah, he signed a 1 year, $3 million deal. 1 year, $3 million deal. So if we can bring back Alec Burks, I wouldn't be upset at all. So those are my 5 realistic options for shooting guards. Let me know in the comment sections, what do you guys think? And if you guys enjoyed today's video, once again, continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Tomorrow we will be doing the small forward edition. And love y'all. Peace.